apparently, I'm live. I wish I could do that guy's voice, you know, from like the UFC. We are live. I've got to record it one day just to. I wonder. Oh, I wonder if there's a copyright on that to do the we are live. So let's have a look. Yeah, sorry I was a couple of minutes late. Just, of course, I've been away for a week. I'd already updated the PC, and when it does that, sometimes when I start it up, it wants to reconnect YouTube and everything, like all the little connections. So I just had to quickly, authorise that, blah, 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 blah. So, representing yo. I had to get my pink t-shirt, and actually, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to change this background. There we go. She's back. The meditation woman. Why? I will enlighten you in a minute. Right. So, because I know some of you fuckers have like the attention of a fly, let's do the whole thing. So this isn't the waffle. Let's use the waffle. Like, so this isn't the actual waffle. That will be on Sunday. I'm just announcing it here because I wanted to give people time. They're like, oh, it's the day right after ECST, money and all that. So I wanted to give people like nearly a week to go over this and understand what's going on. Give me a second. I'm just hunting for it. Uh-oh, where's... No. Must still be upstairs because I'm still unpacking. Talk amongst yourselves for a minute. I will go back through the chat. Give me 30 seconds. I'm going to go and grab that gold frame. Right, got it. It's just in a different box. So I am going to be shooting as usual and going over my whole ECST thoughts. But I want to start off with this for those of you with the attention span of a dead fly. So the actual waffle will be on Sunday. I'll put something up tomorrow for an exact time. Why is this being done? So anyone who saw the videos before ECST, in the and hello to everyone, by the way, I'm not scrolling back through the chat yet because I'm just on a roll going over what's going on. So those of you that saw the videos, 2 of the goodie bags had tickets. One had a gold ticket, one had a silver ticket. I'm not going to expose the person that won the silver frame, but someone did win the silver frame. They came, like, alerted me, I've got the silver ticket, they got the silver frame. I will leave it up to that person if they want to say who they are. No one claimed the gold ticket. Now, this is how I received it from Hillbilly. As you see, it says HB90, so now you know what the frame is. It's an HB90, and as you see on there, clearly, cupped gold. So this was for the gold ticket winner. Yep. So just for those of you looking at Al going, oh, shut up, Al. Al was the one that won the silver ticket. So congratulations, Al. And all joking, I don't know if you knew Al, but I went up to Adam at one point and like you was right next to him. I knew you was there, and I was like, you never get us. Only talking to Adam because you're just sort of off to the side. And I said to Adam, you never guess who fucking won the silver? Fucking Al. Like, he wins everything. So, I still have the golden frame. So I chatted with Rick, Hillbilly, and it's like, well, what should we do? The decision has been made to raffle it, waffle it. But before you think, well, where's the money going? Whoever wins it will choose the charity that all of the money goes to. Every penny. So I will be paying out of my pocket to, I'm not like, oh, I'm great, but I will be paying out of my pocket for delivery. So every penny that comes in for that waffle, every penny of that will go out, and the person that wins this chooses the charity. Now, it has to be a registered charity, so none of these dodgy little backstreet things. Like a proper charity, and once the money's there, so I'll be collecting it on my PayPal. Don't worry, I'll be putting all this up, like, details way before. I'll be collecting the money on my PayPal. Everyone's done them before, you know how it works. Spin the wheel. Whoever wins gets the frame. I will put it in the post to them. Every penny that comes in and goes into that PayPal account will be sent to that charity, and I'll post a letter showing you, like, as soon as I get some kind of receipt or whatever it is from them confirming, I'll post it up so you can see all the money went to a charity. So this is a waffle unlike any other. Every penny is going to go to a good cause. So I think everyone would kind of think that's fair. Now, I kept hold of it. Obviously, I've kept hold of it, and I stuck around until I left after the award. Like, after the awards, there was the photo, and I literally got in my car and drove because my flight home was very early hours Sunday, so I had to, like, get back to the house, pack a few things, all that. So I tried to give whoever got the gold ticket, I tried to give them the maximum amount of time that I could. Now, I have a second theory. So the first theory is someone got the gold ticket, they just didn't realise, threw it out. I tried to let everyone know, like, check for a golden ticket in that, blah, blah, blah. So I think I tried to do my best and said that to everyone, check for your golden ticket. Now, my second thought, when I went out to, hey, Clicky Cat, sorry, because I've got Facebook on as well, so Clicky, I see you there, and Trent as well. Again, if you used to go to the Slinginerd Facebook, you'll see I'm dual streaming on there as well. My second theory on where that gold ticket is, my bags were searched. I was transporting nothing illegal, nothing dodgy, but something that would have shown up on an X-ray as like, huh, what's that then? So, my bag was actually searched. They put a card in there, like, this is on the way, and it says, we took nothing from your bags. Now, my thought is, someone, one of these baggage checkers, whatever, opened up my bag, looked in there, saw roughly 100 goodie bags laying there and thought, they're not going to miss one, are they? They've surely not counted, and grabbed one for themselves, and that lucky fucker pulled out the one with the golden ticket in it. That's my only other theory of where this golden ticket is. But yeah, I truly do not know where it is. So, you want to know what you will be waffling for? It'll be Sunday. I know Mark usually goes till mountain time, like 10 o'clock-ish. So it'll probably be like early afternoon Sunday. But if we want to have a look at what you will receive your wanted card as usual from Rick. Yeah, oh, by the way, the nails are gone. I saw Miss Hicks was in there. Yeah, the nails are all chipped off now. But you'll get your certificate card and a little congrats, enjoy from Rick. So you'll have your proper little card. And I, honestly, on my kids' lives, I have not looked at this frame. I do not know what it looks like. I received it like this in a Ziploc bag, and that's how it stayed. So, you get like this little muslin cheesecloth kind of bag with HBS on there, and this is the frame. There, so we're seeing it both for the first time. Now, if you're wondering, you can see the usual, like the HBS on there, Hillbilly Slings. Now, if I turn it around and move my finger, you should see there he has burnt into it and engraved ECST 25. There we go. So the only one out there. So, and again, remember, it's going to a charity. Which one? We don't know. If that's the joy of it, whoever wins, you get to choose the charity of where all the money is going to go. Because I didn't want to be like, I didn't want to choose it, and it be just felt weird. So it's like, let's let whoever wins. That I'm sure everyone's got a charity close to their heart somewhere or another. It will go there. If they're not sure, whatever, it can just be like, okay, well, say like cancer research or something, and we'll find a good charity nearby, something. We'll figure out where it goes, but it will go somewhere. But you'll also get 3 stickers. So there's your Hillbilly stickers, Hillbilly Slings. I don't have this one. Whoever wins, I fucking hate you. I don't have this. And I'm a Hillbilly fan, and I don't have one. You're going to have a sticker that the #1 Billy fan doesn't have. And that one, I do have that. So there you go. That's what the waffle is going to be for. I'm going to put all this back in a bag. The card looks too big to go in the bag. Yeah. The card is a bit too big to go in the bag. But to show how honest I am, you'll even get the Ziploc bag with the writing on it. So let's put this away somewhere safe. Because if you know me, you'll be like, Paul, you've got a fish like a brain, and you'll forget. So let's put this somewhere safe. There. So everyone now knows what's going on. Any questions you have, you can throw it my way, or if you think that there's something dodgy going on here, message me. I'll answer it to the best of my ability. I done the best I could for whoever got the gold ticket. Oh, and anyone who was wondering how the gold tickets got in the bag, you may know I've got a kid. I packed up 100 bags minus a couple, like, because you know Benji got one and that. I packed them up, and then I folded the ticket like a couple of times. It was a letter-sized bit of paper, and I said to my kid, put these in random bags. Like, don't just, mate. If you just put them on top, you put them on top. But like, don't be lazy. Like, if you want to dig it in there or whatever you want to do, like, that's just put them somewhere. So even I truly didn't know, because there was one point as I was giving bags out, I was like, I hope she did actually put them in there. And then all of a sudden Al was like, hey, Paul, I've got a silver ticket. It's like, there. So right. Just in case, right, this is great. I've got a community now. 3rd drawer down. Remind me. My little set of drawers. 3rd drawer down. Hello, Luke. And dare I actually scroll back now? Because it looks like a lot has been going on. Right, I'm just scrolling back in the chat. I am going to talk about ECST in a minute. Just let me catch up. Take your time. Yeah, so Hillbilly was there. Yeah, so Hillbilly, like, I don't know if you're still around. Oh, you'll see it later. Yeah, so this isn't the actual waffle. I wanted to give people a heads up to it. It will be happening Sunday, midday Mountain Time. So like 2, 3. I haven't decided yet. 2, 3 o'clock Eastern. I'll figure it out. Right, so Coin, okay, I'm here, you may begin. It's a shame we couldn't say that at fucking ECST, eh? Mrs. Hicks, representing Yo. Zach. I actually, Zach, meeting you, like, there's that little bit of satisfaction that, like, I met the dude. So, yeah, Mikey, like, so when I met a few people, it was a bit of a surprise to me. The order I do the, like, I don't want any of you whiny little, oh, you didn't say me till last. Like, 130 people met me, roughly. So that to remember me, there's no, I can't remember what I was doing 5 minutes ago, or what I said 5 minutes ago. I'm not going to remember 130 people. So everyone I met though was great. So for Zach, and cool, like, let's go Miss Hicks, because like, let's try and do it in some order. ADHD brain, it's like all over now. How do I do this? Right. So Mrs. Hicks, I've been looking forward to meeting, and Josh, because like I chat with them, really got a bit of a bond, I think, with those guys. So to actually meet them in person, there was no shock there, and not for Josh or Caitlin anyway. No, I mean that in a good way. Like, how I see you on the screen was how I saw you in front of me, and I, like, hopefully that comes over, like, that's a positive thing. Like, it was not that there's a negative in any other way, but you were what I expected you to look like. I can't explain it, but like there was no like, oh wow, like I wasn't expect that you were who I thought you were, and like that you come over as, but how you are on your videos is how you came over to me. It felt real. Yeah, like I can't do everyone, cause I can't remember everyone. So Zach, that was the thing for me, like the so I felt like I finally met the guy. Mikey was taller than I thought. I don't know why. I picture Mikey as like 5.5 foot. Like I thought he was going to be down here, but I don't know how tall he is. He's not. I'm 6 foot. If he's under 6 foot, I think he's like only an inch or two, something like that. An inch is about that, isn't it? Mrs. Hicks, help us out. An inch is that, isn't that? Mikey was just a little bit. Like, he was taller than I thought, because he was just a little bit shorter than me. I don't know why. So, seeing the name Sea Dog, he was like just shorter than I thought. I was expecting him, and I think because for me, Sea Dog looks like my son. Like obviously, like Sea Dog, he's got like native blood and that, so he has that complexion, hair colour, and all that. So not for that. But he's kind of got the same build as my son, and I guess for my son, I'm thinking of him tall. So I think I was expecting Sea Dog to be really tall, and when I saw him, it was like, oh, that was the first one that threw me. Al as well. Al, I wasn't expecting what he looked like. How he sounded is funny, because whenever when I read Al's comments, whether I read it out loud or not, in my head, I'm doing it how he sounds. So I don't know why, but it just felt normal to do that. He just didn't look like what I thought he would look like. So that was another shock as well. Hey, Chad. So I was in a house with Chad. So the final people that were in my house was me, Adam, Weston, Kevin, Sketchy, Leon, and Chad. And that's one of the things. Like anyone else, like who's never met Al. So when you see him in a chat and he's like really like boosting people up, that is how he is. Like he's not just like, oh, the greatest, like they're saying Chad the greatest slinger, and you think, oh, like he is really like that. You get that vibe from him. Al is a wonderful guy. Like Al is the type of, I'm not saying he is, he's the type of person I feel that would bring someone in off the streets out of the rain just because he doesn't want to see them getting wet and cold. Like he's got that, you can feel it, he's got that love for humanity kind of thing. Al, you get like such this good feeling about him. It just like, you know, when you meet, it'd be like, oh, if you was hungry, you know, he'd buy you a sandwich and then just sit down and chat with you. He's got that vibe. Sorry, Al. And for anyone who's looking at breaking into Al's house, he's also a fucking badass and he will shoot your head. Right, I didn't meet you, Jorge, but Jorge, thank you for the frame. I do have it now. I haven't given it a good look because I still have boxes and things to open. So coin, fuck coin worker, he wasn't there. I love you really, you know I do. Al, I'm not going to read all the comments just because of catching up. Tennessee, so Ethan, yeah, unfortunately didn't get to meet. I'm not going to speak for Ethan, but the basics, because I know a few people have said it, it's not like a secret thing. Like he got another job, a very good job, or a job offer. Again, I'm not going to go into detail because I don't know the exact details, but the dates of him starting a new job just threw it off for him to come. But he was meant to be staying in the house we were, just things in the universe didn't line up this time round. So I'm sorry, Ethan, that I didn't get to meet you, because you was one of the ones I was looking forward to meeting as well, especially when I found out you was in the same house. I was looking forward to that. Right, just glance at. I glance across to Facebook because not many people on Facebook chatting away, and there's only a couple. So Luke Duquesne, yes, I did meet Moan. More to come on that one later. But yeah, as you can see, I'm a Moan Waller fan, or a RVA fan. Is it because I don't know? Is it wrong to say Moan is RVA? I guess it's his company, but I don't know. I'll elaborate more on that later because that's one I've been looking forward to talking about. Coin worker, Bam. Yep, so Bam. I don't know if I should say about nothing bad, like, but yeah, you've said things about your stature, and I thought you were kidding, and then when I met you, I was like, oh, so that was surprise. It was. This sounds bad anyway I put it. It was surprising you told the truth. There's no other way of saying it. I love you really, man. Like, there's no right way of saying it. Like, but yeah, because I was expecting, and especially because like you was in the Navy, I believe, and so I don't know why. Like, I guess as soon as someone says they're in any kind of military, I'm expecting like 6 foot fucking like that's what I'm expecting. Like my brain draws the picture, so it was just like, oh, like I wasn't expecting that. So Bam, take it as a badge of pride, or have you like you was another one that was like, oh, I wasn't expecting that. That's why I think when you called me over, like the first time I spoke to you was at the practice range, and you sort of waved over, and that's why I kind of froze for a second because it's like, is that him? Isn't it? Like my brain was going, like, trying to process. Like, okay, it is him, but is it? don't worry, Bam, there were others. Like, I'll bring up Patrick. When Patrick came up to me, it was the same thing. Like, I saw the face and it's like, that's Patrick. And then my brain was going, no, it's not. Yes, it is. No, it's not. And he had like this big hat on, and it's like, my brain just went all over the place. It's like, you know the face, but no, the name isn't. No, it's Patrick. No, isn't it? So, yeah. I'm sure Patrick probably thought, what the fuck is he doing? Like, what, I must have glazed over or something, because my brain just wasn't processing his face. But Patrick, man, the snappers made, yes. I hope I don't say this during this live, like, oh, so and so made my journey, because there was so much there that was good. That's not to say, oh, there was bad, evil stuff, but so much there that was good that really jumps out. Like, if I could pull the thoughts out of my head and put them in a scrapbook, like there's just those moments that you'd cover in a highlight. I was like, that. Patrick was just like, I've got those poppers, you know, like the little sumo snaps, fun snap. They come in so many, look like a little stick of dynamite, but you don't like, you just throw it down on the floor. Man, I hope you realise, like, seriously, I get a little emotional thinking about it, because I had those as kids. Well, I was only one kid, so I had those as a kid, and I haven't since, and I miss them. So just when I got those and was able to just throw some down on the floor and then shooting them, and like, oh, for a little while, Patrick, this one, I'm going to be me, but there's also a little bit of a emotional kind of thing going on as well. Hence the whole Buddhist kind of spiritual thing in the background. You gave me back a little bit of my childhood with that. And a little philosophical here, that this goes to show how you can be a positive force in someone's life for so little. Because Patrick was like, just take boxes, like they're only $1, like whatever it was. I think he said like they're like $1 for a box, and in a box you get like 20 or 30, whatever it was, 20 I think. And he's just like, just take them, have fun. And I don't know if he could see, like I was like a fucking kid, like the kid in me came out. It was like, this is so much fun. The tiniest little thing you can do for someone to make them and their lives different. It did reflect me. Again, like, I am still me, like, I'm still joking around, swearing and all that, but there was just like those points that will stick in my head. And Patrick, if you're still here, that will be in my memory for a very long time, because you gave me however long it was, like 30 minutes with those poppers. For 30 minutes I was that kid again. So thank you from the heart, truly mean it, from the heart. You gave me my childhood for 30 minutes. Right. Shades is here, representing Yo. Can always rely on you. Unless like I'm streaming at like 3 in the morning for you, then you still turn up. And Shades, you still watch the videos and comment. So I love you, man. No homo, but I do love you. Right. Ow. Because I know I told you lot to chat amongst yourselves, so I'm not going to read all those comments, because hey, Hawk, me and Hawk got on great. Is in the house with me. Hawk is Western. Couldn't have asked for better people in the house. Well, I guess I could. Millionaire who would like pay my mortgage, but yeah, me and Weston get on really well. We chat like outside of videos and things like that. We've got like quite a few things in common. So yeah, like, and we've got very much that same sense of humour, and I think that same kind of say it like it is personality. Like, that's what I hope people get from me, that I say it like it is. And yeah, so me and Weston, yeah, I don't want to talk too much, because me and Weston talk like outside of say, and I don't want to slip and say something that's personal to him. So that's why I'm kind of holding back that little bit, because I know I can talk and get carried away. So Weston, don't read into that of me not saying much. It's purely because I know we talk on a deeper level, and I don't want to let slip of anything. So, for respect for you, but I love you, man. You're fucking great, you are. And I'll openly say it here, like I messaged him, I'm fucking proud of him. Absolutely 100% proud of you, man. First ECST, and yeah. I'm truly proud to know you. Jeremy, yes, I met Jeremy. Jeremy, you look totally different. I think to your pictures, like on Facebook and that. I think I only met you a couple of times. Once was, I think, on the Thursday night. I need my fluids. Back to fucking dry Calgary. Not dry like no alcohol, but the dehydration. Is the money going to your transition? Yeah, so sorry, Jeremy. Absolute pleasure to meet you. I like putting a face to a name, so even when I see like your name come up now, I now know what you look like, because as you know from my lives, I'm forever saying like my brain works on a different frequency, so when I see names come up, my brain wants a picture of that, so now I can put that picture up in my head. There's a level of satisfaction to that I know what you look like. Yeah, know what you look like. So, Hawk, is the money going to your transition? Well, I'll tell you what. I will set up a GoFundMe for my transition, and whoever wins the frame, they can choose that as their charity. By the way, should it be limited to GoFund? We'll see who wins and what they select. If it's obviously something like, and I'm not trying to be like the judge or anything like that, but like if you're gonna donate it to like my aunt's wedding or something, no, like that's what I'm saying. Yeah, let's make it official. Let's say, and I know you're joking, Hawk, but just for the passing thought. So whoever wins the frame, the money needs to be a registered charity. Because also I need a receipt, because people may come to me and go, oh, you dodgy fucker, you stole that money, didn't you? Like that frame went to Aunt Gertrude or whatever, so there will be a receipt. So yeah, that's my reasoning. I need an official receipt. Right, let's go. Reginald, how you doing? I'm nearly there. I'm nearly at the bottom. Ventures with Piper. Squatch is here. Leon. So, Leon, let me turn on my big LED light, because it's really dark. And I've still got things that I'm going to show of what I picked up there. There, is that a bit lighter? Oh, first thing, before I show what Leon gave me, and again, this is not in any order. So I have from Trapeze the travelling sling. So this isn't the one by Hunter that he sent out, the whole 420 thing. This is the one that started last year. So Trapeze has given this to me. No, I'm not opening it here. So I'm going to be dealing with this probably soonish, and then it will do its thing after. But that's a video in itself. Let's just put that to the side. I'm going to put that in drawer number 3 with the winning frame. Right. So I was in the house, and I think I was waiting. This was the last night. Like I was waiting to leave and go to the airport, and chatting with Chad and Leon, and we come up about pickle forks. So Leon gave me a pickle fork, and it's already banded up. For, if I twist it right now, again, I'm not very good. So it's already banded for the proper pickle fork way of shooting, and now that I'm here and I can do it properly, let's try a... So it's going to be a half butterfly for me. I can't go further than that. But I need to learn pickle fork. I also got Can Vandal. I bought up about pickle fork to him, and he ran to his car and he gave me one of the Simple Shot ones. So that was nice of him. Because we just... Can Vandal, like, he's another one. What you see on the screen, that's pretty much him. It's like, you joke around with... And he's great, because he's not... When you see him on like video, and it's like, oh, that's him having a laugh and a joke, but he's not... He's obviously the centre of attention in a video, but when you're with him, he's not like being, I'm the centre of attention, I'm the joker. Like, you laugh with him. Like, I was being me, as you couldn't tell, me and him probably like joking around all the time. So I was making him laugh, he was making me laugh. Like, oh, the guy was so much fun to be around. So much fun. Now, I don't know how many people bought these. I'm assuming a lot, because there was quite a few out there. But I do love my tie-dye. So I had to get the tie-dye. I picked one up for my kid as well, because she likes tie-dyes and similar kind of things. So a parent away, you know, you got to be like, oh, I've got to get something for the kid. So I got her a tie-dye t-shirt. I did buy her some candies, by the way, as well, and she hated them, and I tried them and I hated them. Candy in America, I don't know what you call them, like, I think like peanuts, like those little spongy white peanut things. Holy shit, like, is it like 98% sugar? Like, I think I got diabetes just looking at it. Jesus Christ, you people and your sugar. Like, oh, it was terrible. So sweet. Like, even my kid who's got a sweet tooth was like, no, I can't eat it. So, I was scrolling down. So thank you, Leon, for that that pickle fork. I will get around to learning it at some point. I don't mean, oh, at some point, like, I want to try it soon. Preferably maybe outside, but I will get to it soon. But now I actually have one to practice with. And I have my hillbilly one as well. Like, I do have my picklebilly. Let me quickly keep scrolling down. Sling Addiction, how you doing? I'm nearly there, nearly there. Go on, keep rubbing it, I'm nearly there, Grasshopper. Now, Grasshopper, I don't know. I might have met you, shook your hand, but I know they were calling out for you at some point, and they were saying, Hopper, who's Hopper? And then someone said, oh, it's Grasshopper. So if I met you, I'm sorry, I don't recall, because you might have said your actual name instead of Grasshopper. Because if you'd said Grasshopper, my brain might have stored that. So it's your fault. Gaslighting. Those who met Paul is the same on the screen as he is in person. Paul is Paul. That's the perfect way of putting it, Leon. Paul is Paul. Like, you can't classify it. He's a good tater. Yeah, I love Can Vandal. I don't know his real name. That's actually kind of rude in a way that I didn't ask his real name. But yeah, I was so busy like having a laugh with him and joking. What there was... Oh, it was Josh. There was one point and I was down at the practice range. For those of you who didn't know, like, I was pretty much at the practice range all the time. If I wasn't there, it means I popped out to get food or something like that. But I was pretty much at the practice range all the time I was there. Or I was wandering around, just looking around. Josh was looking for, I think he needed some 8mm ammo at one point. I had my little bum bag, my fanny pack, and it was full of ammo, and I was like calling him out. I said, oh, come on, you can reach into here, go on, doesn't look bad, and like making Josh laugh. And then like as I turned to Can Vandal, because he was next to me, and then we just started making jokes like, oh, if he reached in, I'd be like, oh, eyes rolling in the back of my head, and like he's laughing. Then he was making a joke about it as well, and I said, oh yeah, we'll both sit back and we'll have a cigarette. And so Can Vandal, like when you make it, and if you get to meet the guy, he is like he is in the videos, but he's not a show. He's not going to steal the show from you. If you're like me and you like to joke around, and as you've seen with me, like the whole thing, like where people joke in the chat, I will take something that someone says about me and I'll run with it and keep. It's like, let's keep the joke going. Let's keep people laughing. And he's like that as well. He will just keep running with it. And it is. If you play tennis, it's like a really slow, good volley game of tennis or badminton. You're just like hitting the joke back, and then he'll take the line, and then he'll hit it back to you with a line up, and then you'll just take that and you'll hit it back to him. I don't know if it's just my personality, because that's what I'm like, but me and him were just like back forth with jokes. So the time I was with him, we were laughing, and to me that's a good thing. Again, philosophical Paul again. Let's flip over to philosophical Paul. The world needs more laughter. Again, we are reflecting a little bit here. Again, I'm going to elaborate a bit more on that. So yeah, the world needs more fucking. There's too much sadness, loneliness, all shitty things. I don't ever watch the news, and that's the reason, because it's always focusing. It's not to be naive. It's because it focuses on the negative, and it brings people down. It's like we need a lot more. We need a news channel that reports good things. Like me into tech. Many years ago, there's a website, and it was called Happy News. I'm pretty sure it's Happy News. I think it's gone now, like, unfortunately. But they were out every day. They would post articles, and there was nothing negative allowed. It was only happy news, and so many stories. But the one that stood out to me, and it was a reporter that had followed this, and he was like that. This person had been selling his granddad's house, and he found a wallet in the attic, and when he opened it, there was a name in there or something. So what the story turned out to be, and if you're emotional, get the tissues ready. What it turned out, this guy was from World War One. Like this person's grandfather who had now died was from World War One. He was in the trenches with someone who died, like got killed there, and the guy passed him his wallet and said, "Can you get this back to my family?" Right? Getting the tissues ready yet? So this guy and his wife, 100 years later, found out that the guys like had kids. And I could be, like, I'm probably wrong with the countries, but like they were from Eastern Europe, I think. Obviously not Germany. Some other country like in Eastern Europe. This guy had found it in his attic in America. He hunted down the guy's family, flew over and handed the wallet to the guy that died, handed it to his grandchild and said, "This was your granddad's." That is what Happy News reported on. It's like, that's what we need more of in life. More like positive stuff, not this and that, and we hate this group and they hate this. Like, we need a lot more shit like that. See, might be changing the channel into more philosophical. I'll still say cunt every now and again, just so you know I'm real and not an AI bot taking over. So, that's how you know I'm real. That's the AI test, because you know AI won't use that word. So Hunter, another one I met. The vibe I got from it, like I spoke to him on 2, maybe 3 occasions, and the vibe I got from him, I felt like that the little bondy kind of thing. Not like, oh, we're bros bonded, but who I see on the videos from Hunter, that's who I met. It just felt real, like who I see in the videos, how he talks, the way he composes himself is how he is in the videos. So you know you're meeting like this real person, and to me that means a lot. So kudos to you, Hunter, because I saw you joined just a little while ago, taking shots. For as far as I picked up, for being real, Hunter, representing Yo, because I like it when you meet someone and they are who they are. because I try to be that as much as I can. I don't, that's not a good way of putting it. I try to be the person I am online. I try, like, I think how I'm portrayed online is how I portrayed myself out there. Even that sounds a bit acty, doesn't it? Hopefully you get what I mean. Like, who I am now is who I was there. So hopefully that makes sense. Luke was another one that I met. I kind of knew, because I followed you a bit more, like I following you anyway, Luke, but when you started doing the whole weight loss thing and you saying, and I can't remember the name of it, was it 75 hard? Something like that. And Luke done amazing, like, because I'm on a weight loss journey. That's another thing with this t-shirt, if I remember to say it. So like, you're a bit of an inspiration to me, Luke. Keep it up, keep it like, oh, I don't know what your plan is, maybe you're happy where you are or whatever, but you definitely inspired me to push me that bit more. Use one of those ones that stood out there. Mrs. Hicks, if I may, I gave Mrs. Hicks what looked like a bracelet. Now some of you, and you can go back to my early videos to see this. Now I don't have it here, but you know the first bum bag I had, or fanny pack, it was that shimmery shiny one. Now if you go back and to early videos when I wore it, I was so big I couldn't put it on even at max, so I made myself an extender. It looked like the equivalent of maybe a 7-inch paracord bracelet to do that. One of my emotional times at ECST, and this is something, it's not relating to slingshots entirely, like it was my slingshot bag, but that really hit me was I hadn't used that bag in a while. So when I got there to the range, I pulled it out, I put it around my waist, I clipped it, and it dropped to the floor. That because I've struggled with weight. I've struggled a long time. It's not. To not need that extension anymore was a big thing for me. That was like fucking 7 inches off my waist in 2 months. It was a really big thing for me. And Mrs. Hicks had supported me like from day one and helped push me to help lose the weight, and I'm still doing it now. I'm still fighting it now, the weight, because I'm not happy at this size and I really wanted to lose weight. Mrs. Hicks like helped push me and helped support me through it, so I gave her that extension as like kind of a thank you for pushing me that far and making me, or helping me actually start that change. So sorry, it's just, if anyone struggled with weight and to finally see it coming off, it was such a big deal for me. Such a big deal. And I couldn't believe it that to get to ECST and it was exactly that size. Like when I put it on, finally got it on without that extender, it was like, I can't explain the feeling. And And as I say, I'm still going for it. I'm still going to try and get my goal. I've still got that challenge to myself that I said if I can get down and lose £50, I can't remember exactly what the wording was, if I lose £50 by Christmas, I'll give $500 to a charity. So that's still something, that's why I'm still fighting for it for now. It was just such a weird thing to see that it was exactly that extender that's gone. So I gave it to Miss Hicks as like a token to say thank you for helping, and other people have said like with the weight loss. So yeah, that was my little, here you go, right, I'll be serious again. Fuck cunt, see, I'm still me, this isn't AI. Sorry, it just really hit me that it was like, it did hit me when I took that extender off. It was like, I couldn't believe what was happening. Right, back on track, Paul. You fucking emotional fucking cunt. See, the tears. I'm already dehydrated, and I'm dehydrating myself even more. So, right, jump back in the game. I got... So Smo gave me a couple of frames here. And he also gave me this one. Let me put this to the side. So he did, Smo did say it's kind of a backhanded gift. But what he said, like he said he'd made it and he loved it, and then when he looked, he noticed that the screws are slightly off. I don't know if that shows up. Oh wow, actually. So okay, the little emotional teary section helped because my ear just popped. So I need to cry more often. So right, this one. So if you look this side, the screw is a little bit higher. Which doesn't bother me because I miss most shit anyway. So, but yeah, so he gave me this one as well. Oh, but I'm gonna have to change them bands. That feels like there's like 0.5, 0.6, something like that. That's really tough. So that was another thing I gained, and I'm gonna try and keep up with the. Keep up with the chat. Oh, Thomas, 450. It's let me scroll up because people are saying about weight loss, and because I'm there, I don't want to miss anyone because I just saw Thomas. So if I do miss, I apologise. Please hit me up and I will mention it in a future one. But Thomas, I saw you said 450. So Thomas brought 450 down to 185. Well, thank you, Thomas. Yeah, so yeah, anyone who's like struggling with weight, like, you know, it's difficult. I'm not going to speak for everyone with weight issues, but you know, people come, oh, exercise and that, but it's not that easy. It's what's needed, but sometimes you're in that cycle, and I got caught in that cycle last year. Anyone remembers my videos from last year? I started losing weight, and then I also have depression, things like that. I get to a point, and then I'd just sit down and eat or not move as much, and then I'd gain a few pounds back, and then that fucks with your brain, and then you're like, oh, I've gained the weight back, may as well not bother exercising. It's easy to get stuck in that cycle. So if you know anyone who's struggling with weight, I'm not saying what you have to do or have to be, but just have it in your head, it's not as easy to just get up and go run the fucking marathon the next day. It takes time, because when you're overweight and then you start doing exercise, you can only go for like 2 minutes, and then you're sweating, and then it's like that going to the gym for an hour doesn't happen for months. That's what I'm trying to work towards. Which I do have a rowing machine now. It's not out, but it will be behind this curtain thing. So well done, Thomas. That's outstanding. Oh, Thomas, so you're 40, and this is a similar thing for me, Thomas, because I'm 49. I turned 50 towards the end of the year. That's what hit it for me. It's like I need to lose weight because I'm a single parent. I need to live as I mean, I want to live because like when things are great, you want to live. But like I've got a kid, um, so I need to be around as long as possible to. I mean, you want to teach your kids as much as you can, and up until the day that I die, I want to teach my kids. Like, here's an example: the toilet broke a year ago. I didn't fix it until my kid was around. It's like, come on, you're going to learn. Look, this is how. Come down to the basement, follow the pipes. Like, not just say here's the water main, turn that off. It's like, well, because if you go to another house, it's different. Follow the pipes. Imagine where the pipes go. You're going to get to a point where the water comes in there. Trying to teach them the roots of the information, not just turn that off. It's like, well, why? Why is it that one? You go to your neighbour's house, it might be somewhere else. So that's what I'm trying to do, like teach as much as I can. So I want to be around for as long as possible. Yeah, Patrick, I know people like you. So Patrick has said like being skinny, and I know like I've got a friend like that because we many years ago, I'm going back to teenagers, we were like 15, 16, we'd go running and weights and all stuff like that. Of course, teenage boys, you're burning off energy, and he just couldn't gain weight. He had like arms like this, it just couldn't, and it just, I don't know, metabolism, genetics. That guy could like eat whatever he wants. He could like never work, like get up off the couch. He just couldn't gain weight no matter what. So that is, I know it's weird, but that is that problem from the other side, like trying to gain weight. Which is why like that sometimes it's shitty, because we shouldn't compare to each other anyway. It should be like, okay, if you're skinny, like as long as you're healthy and you're happy, then that's going to be a new badge for me. As long as you're healthy and you're happy. I'll get those ready done for next year. I've got plenty of time. Oh, by the way, yes, I am going to start doing a budget and every month putting money away for next year. So the plan is to go again next year. It's a dramatic difference. Yep, thank you, Reggie. And honestly, I do believe you, because like I do Naked and Afraid on Thursday nights, and a couple of people, like people there, they'd said, no, you look like we can see it in your arms, are a bit slimmer. So I do not know how much weight I've lost. I don't mind saying I was 275 when I started. I am using Wegovy. So I've put down, like, it's a program here in Canada, so I've put down to do it for like 12 to 18 months, and then they see then like how it goes. But I'm hoping to stop next year at some point. By the end of 2026 I'm hoping to stop, but I'm trying to not just lose weight but change what I eat as well, teaching my kid good healthy eating habits, so all that. Right, back to me other things that I got. Put that to the side. Those stairs. That I need. So I picked up one of these, a Spanky Monkey Bell. They had those up in the thing. I can't remember. I think they were only cheap. They're like $4 or $5 ish. And I didn't bring much cash. I didn't bring like a lot of cash with me. So pretty much towards the end, I got this on the last day, and it was more of a case of, okay, well, I'm going to keep about $10. I can't remember, $10 to the side just for something to eat at the airport, because I had like 10 hours of flying. And so it's like, okay, I'll just get a bell, and I got a couple of t-shirts and the one that I'm wearing at the moment. So yeah. I didn't buy loads, I got given a few things. So Jorge, Jorge, if you're still here, just to show you I did get it. So Jorge had given, hey, Chuck-in, how you doing? I'll get down the list, I'm going down as much as I can remember, but you know me, my brain, I'm just sort of going off all on different directions. So Jorge sent me this as just like a fun gift thing, which I honestly do love it. So if you're still in here, Jorge, I do love it. I don't know what it is, where it came from, but I love it. It reminds me so much of da, 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 da. There, my Eddie. Isn't that similar, like in a look? For anyone who thought I was shooting my Eddie for most of the time, fucking love it. Absolutely love it. So there, Jorge. So I now have a gasser. Coin, if you're still here, I've got a gasser now. Now, I've still got to figure out the whole pinky hole. So I've got a coin. If you're still here, I'm going to have to go and watch one of your videos. Yeah, chuck in. You one of the ones that when I met, like, I don't know, there was no shock. You know, sometimes you meet people and they're sort of different, but they're like, you look, the way you look is exactly how you look on video. I don't know if that makes sense. But like, you weren't taller or short or anything like that. Like how I see you on video, it's like exactly how I saw you in front of me. So here's the gasser. I'm gonna have to figure out like the whole pinky hole thing. I don't know about yet, but I didn't have my wrap and tuck stuff with me, so I couldn't try it out. So I am going to try this out. Yesterday when I got home, I just literally took things out, chucked them in boxes, and it's like, I'll deal with that later, because my kid needed me for things, and I ended up running around a little bit when I got home. Right, let's see what else. There's another frame I picked up, another wrap and tuck. So the wrap and tuck ones I haven't tried yet. That frame. Oh, from Larry. Uncle Larry gave me some of this stuff. Stretch Magic. Now, Stretch Magic, if you was at the practice range, if you saw like those rack things and they had like that plasticky kind of string, that's what this is. Now, I actually love this because the way Larry gave it to, I know his name's not really Larry, by the way. The way he gave it to me, he said, I've watched your videos and I see you use shock cord, and then he explained to me how this works so much better than that. And then he showed me how it was tied on to all the things. That's one of the things you really get with ECST, because this is an ECST like my first experience. This is one of those things you get when you go there, is people want to help. And this, Larry specifically said, because he'd seen my setup, and he went, I want you to have a better, basically I want you to have a better catch box. Use this because it doesn't stretch and twang and stuff like that. And he said you can hit this stuff direct. It's tough. So Larry, I don't think you're here at the moment, but if you're watching back at this, loads of love to you, man, for like giving me this. He actually thought of me to get me a pack of it and give it. Like that, it's quite touching when people do shit like that. It's like, oh my god, I didn't realise. Not like, oh, I mean so much to you, but like that I was a thought in his head when he was getting this stuff to Paul would like a reel of that. And that's what you find when you go to ECST. When I was chatting with Moan at one point, and I was like saying, well, that's one of the things you find here is in community when like I could go up to whoever, like Andy, let's say Andy Lowe, right? Everyone thinks Andy Lowe, right? Speed shooting, Andy Lowe. And in other sports and communities and things like that, you'd be thinking, well, the person that everyone sees as like the best, they're going to keep their secrets. They've obviously got their little thing. Andy Lowe teaches people how to do speed shooting. Like, there's nothing to hide. He's got that attitude, like, here's how I do it. And he's even got videos. This is exactly how I do it. And like, he even shows you in his hand how he palms the ammo. And that's what I love about this community, because there's no like, well, I'm not going to teach you because then you'll beat me. Or like, there's none of that. It's like, I want you to be as good as me. I want you to feel this. I want you to feel that excitement. And when you cut that can for the first time, that dopamine hit, I want you to keep getting that, and I want you to do a long draw and do that and feel that. That's why what makes this community great, because there's that. I want you to be my equal. Now, that's that kind of vibe. I want you to be where I am. Not many things. Let me have a look, because the light's not good in it. Some of the stuff is. Oh, another thing Leon gave me, because I didn't see them. So Leon gave me this at the end. Spanky Monkey Nuts. Because I never had one. I didn't see them there. And then Leon was like, oh, I've got these. And I said, oh, I'll have to get some. And so he gave me those. This was right before I took my flight. So that would have been fun, like if they went from my bag and pulled that out. I think that's it for those. I do have stickers from people as well, so those stickers are going to go up, not tonight on the catchbox, because they're sort of a bit all over the place. So before I start doing a little bit of shooting, and still talking, I'm still going to be talking about ECST. So Adam gave me a few pouches, because those of you that saw the videos before I went, I fucking hate pit pouches. I hate them so much. And Adam said, what the ones you like? And I said, those ones from Sniper Sling. And let me... So these are the ones I love. And I'm sure people are going to go, oh, really? Everyone likes something different. But those... This one's, I'm sure other people do it. This one's specifically from Sniper Sling. And it's that really thin, really, really super soft, like, whatever you call it. It feels like felt, kind of. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what it's made of. I think I got it free. The first time I ever ordered like pre-cut bands and stuff like that, I think they threw them in free. So I couldn't even tell you what the name of them are. But these are the ones I love, like anything really soft. I like to feel something soft in my hands. Because Adam gave me a few things. Oh, and of course, chucking. I don't think I did congratulate you on the night as like you walked back, but congratulations. So yeah, just in case you forgot, I'm sure like loads of people coming up to you and congratulating you, but just say I did say on the night, but if you didn't really have forgotten, because everyone probably credited you after. But yeah, congratulations. I'm gonna chuck that to the side. Just gonna get rid of some of these bands, because he gave me some bands and things. Because I got something that I've wanted. Adam gave me something that I've wanted in a long time, and it put a smile on my face. See, I'm still me. I get emotional sometimes, but I'm still me. This isn't it, but he gave me a little pack of Vegemite. Now, anyone who doesn't know what this is, like in England, they have a thing called Marmite, and it's basically like a yeast spread, and it burns your mouth. So it's like one of those things where you either love it or you hate it. But in Australia, they have a version that's different, and it's called Vegemite. So he gave me a pack to try. But this is what I've been after for ages. Now, I know you're going to say, oh, well, you can just get them anywhere. It's like one of those things, and I'm sure I'm not the only one, but when you see you want, and it's like, oh, I want that, and then you just don't get around to it, or something else comes out in the meantime, and you just keep forgetting. So when he gave me this frame, that was like, oh my god, like I've been after this for so long. I did get a choice. So he put out frames, he was showing me what he's got, and then when I said about this, he said I could take it. So I'm definitely going to band that up. He showed me how. He said, oh, you got to do like a frameless setup and then hook it over. And I'd seen Andy Lighton do it, because when I saw Andy Lighton with one of these, it's like, I've got to try that. I know it's not my favourite, like 95 100, so it will feel weird, but I just want to try that style. So Adam, thank you for that. And I think that's nearly it. There might still be a couple of things in my bag. So I know you want to see me shoot, so let's just go whomp like that. That camera looks wrong. Give me a second here. The one below me, sometimes it resets itself. So give me a second here and I go pop. Like that. Yay, that's a lot better. Right, let me go and hang a can up and I'm going to carry on talking about the whole experience. The one thing I didn't get at ECST is better. You see, I'm back. Right. Let's grab a frame to shoot so I can still waffle on. Let's go with Eddie. I do like Eddie. So what's it like? It was ECST is smaller than I thought. And I mean that as in physically. I don't know how. Like, I was picturing it as like this big place. Like, it'd be like you drive in and there's like this big, like the house where they do like the knockdowns. I thought there'd be like this big like building there, and then you'd have to like walk for like 5 minutes through woods to get to like where the practice range is. And like, I thought everything was going to be really spread out, but it's all like really close to each other. So that was the surprising thing. So I drove in the practice range was on the left, and then there's the house. Like there's stalls and things set up around, and then up above there's like a few campgrounds. So that was my first surprise, how close everything was. See, I've come back and I suck. So that was the first thing. I know now this has sounded a little bit weird, hippie-ish and all that, but I did come back slightly different, and I can't explain why. Like, if someone said, what precisely is it? That did hit the can. I think it just went straight through it. I can't explain why, or precisely what it is. I can get, so here, oh, here's my guess. Fucking new ammo, because I used up all mine, so this stuff is oily. My thoughts, so some of these are going to be my thoughts. Meeting people. I said, like, when you meet people and they're just like real and who they are, it's, I don't know, there's like I'm trying to find words. So I'm very much a word person. I try and use the as close to the correct word as I can think possible. So when I say things, like, usually take it literally, and there's no hidden message. There's just like, that's why I'm like, this is the way it is. I try and choose the words to be exactly what I want them to be. Like, that best represent what I'm trying to explain. And there's like a reality to it of when you meet people and they're just like, the personality is what you expect. There's a realism to that, and it makes you feel alive. I'll use the word alive. I was going to say awake, but that, like, no, that's a horrible word now. It makes you feel more alive and noticed. Notice, and that is a key word for me. I'm just going to turn my LED light around because it's right in my face. Ow. So what was I saying? Just making sure I haven't missed anything. Coin. So Hicks, do I feel? And I tell you what, and I know I'm bad with chat, but you can do an ask me anything here. Like, ask me anything, and I will give you my, as best I can, honest opinion. Do I think it made? Do I think it helped much? I do. So let's go in with that. So Hicks asked, Do you feel like the tournament helped your shooting? Yes, and I would say anyone who hasn't been, I won't say ECST, like tournaments, however you want to take it, but my experiences with ECST, so just take that as is, it does improve your shooting in two ways. And again, remember, I was not competing, so here's the two ways that I think it helped. There we go. So number one is, as I said, there's so many people to help, and that was one of the things that I was hoping to get out of ECST, because in Calgary there's no one. I'm so alone. When you're at ECST and you're shooting on that practice range, people will kind of, oh, you're dropping your elbow, lift it a bit, and it's easy to forget that. And I wonder if even maybe the pros are like that. Like every now and again it'll be like, oh shit, I'm doing this wrong, I'm doing that wrong. When you've got people there that actually say, well, let me see, let me have a look, and they'll stand and watch, that can make you better. So I'm not suddenly like this really amazing shooter, but I noticed I did improve a lot. Number two, because I think you're shooting a lot more, and for me, I'm just going to say it's Sea Dog. Arr! Not for me, like, I do like to greet Sea Dog properly. For me, being able to switch off. Now, like, forever, I'm not going to, oh, my life is like that, but everyone, like at home you've got stresses, you've got all things like that. I realised how much I needed a break on at the end of ECST, because when after the awards were given and I got in that car, it clicked. It's like I needed this. I needed to switch off. What this has got to do with shooting is I find, and for those of you that know also that I'm trying to learn guitar, like not as much as slingshots. This is like I'm doing this all the time, but I will play around on a guitar. Now, when I'm playing around on a guitar, it's, if I'm trying to learn something and really concentrate, I keep messing up. But if I just switch my brain off, I'm not like, oh, excellent, but I can somehow do it by switching my brain off. And I think being at ECST and just being shooting, and all of a sudden, like, you know, that like that zone goes and everything disappears, and all of a sudden you're in that zone, and I was shooting better. So I think because I experience that zone a lot more, because I'm shooting in that zone, it kind of exercised that muscle. Does that make sense? Like anything I say, this is my experience. Like I know I've said several times, my brain works on a different frequency to most, so I can only talk from my experience. But that's what it was like for me. It was like exercising a muscle of being in a zone. Because at home I can't. Like after an hour, like I'm hot, I'm sweaty, like things happen. Oh, I've got to go and pick the kids up. Got to do this. I'm aware of, oh, there's washing up to do. All of that stuff is always in the back of my head. So to actually be away from it and not have to think about it helped me get better. Hopefully that answered it for you, Josh. But yeah, the short answer is yes, I did definitely improve. So I would say for anyone to, and I know this is no secret, like Benji said it last year when he went to his first one, but go to a competition, go to a tournament. I don't regret not competing, only on that it rained for 2 days and I didn't want to walk around in mud slipping all over the place, and it's like this isn't the ideal environment. Plus I wanted to get more of that feel for it, of like being around a lot of people as well, because again, like it's me and the kid in this house, so suddenly being around 100 people that all know me and I don't know them can be overwhelming. It's funny because like I was talking with Hawk and Sketchy. Oh, sorry, Sketchy, by the way, I did see you joined in. I was talking with them I think one morning, I think it might have been on the Friday morning, and I said, that's the weird thing, because people know my face, but I don't know theirs. And that's going on like those people that don't have channels, but they come in and chat and all that. Again, not saying anything wrong. Excellent. But I don't know their faces. So like when people were coming up to it and talking, and like I had no clue who they were. So I vote next year we have little name badges. I thought what I might do next, because as you saw, I made the badges, and if anyone wants one next year, what I was going to do is do like Paul Slinginerd, and then like a little QR code, you know, the little square barcode for my channel. So then I can talk to people, they can just look and go, oh, Paul, that's Paul. And like if they haven't, like just bang, like maybe the subscribe link or so, just like bang, they can with their phone. I think that's a fucking great idea, but I do have terrible ideas, but personally I think that's a really good idea. Oh, and Smo. Sorry, I did see what you said. I was in a flow of talking. That, man, I truly appreciate that. That's the kind of sentiment that I mean. Anyone who missed the comment, Smo said, let me scroll back, because it's good and it's heartfelt, and I don't want to misrepresent what Smo said. I wish I could just like search within this chat. Right, there we go. So you arrived as a friend and you left as family, and that's the sentiment I'm talking about. Now, here's a little separation, and it's not a bad thing. It's purely because, as we know, you could separate any colour of eyes or anything like that. But I think there's a spectrum of people that go. I don't mean the spectrum that I'm on. Although, you know, there are a few. So, and just elaborating on this, there is nothing good or bad about where you are on this spectrum. But this is just my experience, that there's one end of people who are competitive and really want to win. And then there's the other end that just want to have fun. And then there's everyone in the middle, because that's why I say it's a spectrum. It goes across the whole thing. There's people that turn up and they're kind of like wanting to try but joking. So yeah, everyone's different. And again, I'm not a competitive person, but for those that are, I mean, it's not a tournament. If no one turns up and no one's competitive, I don't know, that's no longer a tournament, is it? But anyway, I learned things about myself. One is one is that I'm not competitive. I didn't care about the competition at all. Now I'm interested who wins, scores and all that, but for me to compete, I don't know. Next year I'll have to see. I really don't know if I'm that bothered about the competition side of it. Because to me, let's say I get filled up, and I hope Weston's here, because I know he'll make some comments about me getting filled up. But for me, early on there was a couple of things. Yeah, Weston, you are still here. There you go. There you go, Weston. I'll line it up for you. I needed to get filled at ECST, and there were people that filled me up. Have at her. So, I realised I'm not competitive. Not a big shock. So I guess I didn't really realise that. It kind of confirmed it. What filled me up was the people. Now, let's head on to the pink t-shirt finally, because I do realise that I've been waffling, and there's probably other people that want to go live, so I'm not going to eat up everyone's time. But a few people really filled me up. It was painful. They didn't use lube. They touched me, and their names on a list, and the authorities are aware of those names. But see, still the same crazy. There were people that I met and talked with, and I don't know, things shifted, things changed. Now, a couple of those were like Brandy and Jason of like the Spanky Monkey, because I'd been chatting with Brandy for a while. I just started messaging her out of the blue because like she's showing off like the targets and that. And me being me, you've seen, like I just have crazy ideas, and sometimes there's like a winner in there. So I just started messaging, going, "Oh, you should do something like this and something like this," and so we just got chatting back and forth, and then got to know each other. And to actually meet her and sit down and talk, and her husband Jason, like we found we had so much in common, and we're just really vibing so well. So that was one of the things that affected me more. It was like, and I think it's like one of those things that I needed. Again, like I felt like I needed the break, and I realised it. And the reason being, because like in my work, I'm at home most of the time. So most of the people I actually talk to, like talk to, are at work. And usually because like I'm usually in calls, fixing things, sorting things out, on alerts and all kinds of shit like that, that by the time the evening comes, I don't want to talk to people. Like I've just spent like 9 hours talking to people in their worst, in like bad circumstances. Because when they're on the phone to me, that means shit has gone wrong. So it was good to be talking to people in a positive way, where like people were just like showing the love and showing respect, and it suddenly clicked that I needed this break, and I need to be with human beings away from work. So it's that's what I'm saying. It's kind of changing me a bit, because it made me realise I do need to step away from work and forget about it a lot more. And like as I say, like even like the Naked and Afraid, it's all online. And I'm trying through my life to be less online and more with people. So here's little like heartfelt thank you everyone for being there, because if you were there, you can take this away. You helped me feel more human for 2 days. Don't worry, I'm not going to get all emotional again. I'll try not to, but you made me feel human again for whatever 2.5 days. I felt like I was with human beings. I felt like I was alive and breathing air, and it felt good. This is one of those shifts that I'm talking about. Like things shifted, and my way of thinking, I've come back a bit of a different person. So I'm changed, hallelujah, not like that, but ways of thinking, ways of living. Just a little shift. Okay, things need to change. So that's good. Don't worry, I'm not hinting, I'm going to quit my channel. Like, nothing like that. Even if I only had one person watching every week, or I'd still do it, because as long as I'm touching someone, then I'm happy. But yeah, so that's why it changed me. Now, it's going to be different for everyone. Everyone who goes to a tournament. For me, that's what done it. Now, I said Brandy and that. Laurie of RVA was amazing. I was chatting with her back and forth, and this is one of those weird times. So she had put a post on Facebook. I can't even remember how we got onto it, but it was something. We were just just chatting back and forth in like comments, and she happened to bring up about a rock tumbler, and it's like, I've got a couple you can have, and so I took a couple of rock tumblers there. We were just doing like joking around back and forth, but I don't know, like it just felt so easy talking to Laurie. Like there was this. I'm not going to label it, but it was like I just vibed with her. Let's just say that I vibed with her. We were on like similar frequencies, That's when I like it. As like I've said before, and even earlier in the video, my brain is a different frequency to most. So when I meet people that vibe on that same frequency, it's nice because it's like we get each other. The big one for me was Moan. It's right. I'm trying to think of. Don't worry. It's all right. It's all right. Don't get the tissues again. I'm trying to think of the right words. It's. I want to use the word life changing, and that just sounds like I'm exaggerating or weird or whatever. But have you ever been around someone and you just feel that energy? Like they're just someone you want to be near, not like in a cult kind of worship, but there's just people you know that they are your people. Now, I'm sure I've said this in here. I'd done a podcast years ago, nowhere to be found now, but it was called Don't Be Me. And in one of the episodes I called it Find Your Freak Family. Now the whole idea with this podcast was one day my kids would listen to it, and basically me talking about my life and how things worked, what I thought of things, like basically just like kind of an autobiography kind of thing. But my idea was not to get famous. It would just be like my kids might listen to this and someone else might. By the way, if you're saying that's a contradiction, I just said the podcast is not out there. There are copies of it in here, in my junk. No, that internally here is just not out there on the internet anymore. But that was the idea, that my kids would listen to this podcast and hopefully learn. What were the mistakes I made? What did I learn from them and all that? Now, I even forgot where I was going with that. So let's just jump back to the Moan thing and maybe I'll remember. So with Moan, I just started talking with him. So, right, my first experience of Moan, it was the Friday morning I'd gone down to the practice range. I cut like 9:30-ish, somewhere around there, like fairly early-ish. And I can't remember who specifically I was talking to at the time, but sound of a little motorbike behind me, and someone said, "Oh, there's Moan." Before I even turned around, he's like, "Paul!" Like everyone knows his voice. And it's like I'd never met the guy physically or anything but it was like I felt home. He's got that kind of vibe. He's the sort of person, and I'm not saying he is, this is the vibe I get from him. He would welcome anyone into his home. And if he saw someone suffering, he would do whatever he could to make that stop. And that's the sort of person that I am. Like, if I can do something to help someone, I'll do it to the best of my ability. So, like, I love people like that, and I tend to gravitate towards them. People that want to help. I gravitate towards those people. And I felt like, never felt so welcomed in all my life. From Moan walking up, and I even joked as he went, I was like, keep back, like this, and big fucking hug, and he just holds you, and he's like, how you doing, man? Enormous, that is. Like, I said it to Moan at one point, I won't say when, but I said a hug from Moan could save the planet, because that's what it feels like. And anyone who's been hugged by Moan, I'm sure you can confirm that. You get hugged by Moan, you feel like you could take on the world. Now, what adds to that, and this is a weird one for me, because like, I'm pretty sure I'm autistic. Like, I'm on the spectrum somewhere, for sure. Throughout my life, as much as I can remember, I hate eye contact. It's difficult for me. So if I make eye contact, that's a big deal. Like, I might for a couple of seconds, but then I'll be turning away. To me, eye contact is very uncomfortable. Not as in like me making sick jokes uncomfortable, like where I say that's my comfort zone, being uncomfortable. But for me to make eye contact, it doesn't. It's not. I do not feel good at all. Moan makes eye contact, and it's not like you don't feel like he's read a self-help book that's at chapter 1. Make eye contact, like it's authentic. When he makes eye contact, it's authentic. He's listening to you. The way I know, because when I spoke to him, I think the next day, and I referred to something, me and him had a discussion about things, I referred to something the day before and he knew exactly what I was talking about. When he's looking you in the eye, you know he's listening. He's not, and I wish I could remember, this is a line from a movie. I honestly can't remember what movie it was, but they said something along the lines of, oh, I know, I looked it up for someone, it's Fight Club. And they're having a conversation, I think it's when they're in the laundrette, Edward Norton and Helena Bonham Carter. Do you remember when they kind of meet for the first time, and then she goes into the laundrette and she takes out clothes and walks off, and then she goes and sells them in the store down the road? They're having a conversation at that point, and I'm pretty sure it's there, and she says, isn't it nice to have a conversation, because usually people are just sitting there looking at you, waiting for their turn to speak. That, I have that in my head, because you can tell when someone's just waiting for their turn to speak. Moan is not waiting for his turn to speak, he's listening to you. That makes you feel fucking welcome. And again, like me saying all this, I'm not downplaying anyone else. I'm just like, because there's 100 people there, like over 100. I'm just talking the people that I spoke to the most. Moan, and I'm minusing the people in the house where I say, because obviously I'm in a house with them, like talking to them a bit, or a lot more than I did others. But Moan is present and he's listening. That's what makes it welcome. So anyone going to ECST and they're not sure, go there day 1. Make sure you go a bit later. I think Moan sort of, he's busy, like he's part of the organising. He's definitely part of the organising and stuff like that. But make sure you get there at a time when Moan is around. He's at the practice range a lot. You'll know you're welcome. And as you see, I have got better. So you never know. So next year, unless anyone's got questions, as I said, this will be a Ask Me Anything. And I'm sorry if you already did. You know me, I get like stuck in a zone and I just like keep talking. Paul has a tramp stamp. That is 100% true. Now, everyone, ask Hawk how he knows I've got a tramp stamp. See, Weston, calling you out. How do you know? Yeah, so unless other people have got questions, but I would say go to one. You won't regret it. It's so much fun. If you're sitting there thinking, oh yeah, but they all say that, and I bet that, like, I was one of those people. Oh yeah, well, how can it be that different going to a tournament? Go there and you'll feel it. If you're like, I'm not a big sports person. I'd watched hockey on TV, but the first time I got taken to a hockey match, very different feel. Watching something on TV, on YouTube or something like that, and actually being there in the energy, 2 different things. Oh, but that's the thing with Moan as well, and you find it with Laurie as well. They're just like a ball of energy. And when like you meet up with them and you're talking and you get the hugs and all that, you feel it. He's got so much... Oh, filling me up. That was the joke from earlier. Getting a moan hug. It's like if your cup was slightly empty, he's filling you up with like this just positive energy. The song that always came to mind whenever I'm near him, Bob Marley, Positive Vibrations. And just look up the song, listen to the song, and then you'll get it. Because that's what it's like. You just get like this positive vibe from him. So it was amazing. I'd say go to a tournament because it is a very different vibe. To me, there was, because I didn't compete, so I didn't feel any competitiveness. So I can't speak to that for sure, but I didn't get that vibe. Like, oh, you're not competing. Oh, like I'm not going to talk. Like, there's none of this. It's like, as far as I spoke to everyone, people are there for whatever reason they want to be, and there's no real kind of, I don't know, animosity. I don't know what the word would be. Redleg. I went to Calgary and Edmonton game in Calgary. Oh, you went to the game then. For those that don't know, in Alberta, you've got two major cities. The capital being Edmonton. And so there's of course the hockey rivalry. So whenever those two are playing together, it's a big deal. So yeah, oh, you went to the big games then, if it was Calgary v Edmonton. Oh, Hulk, come on. Hey, Rex. Sorry if I missed you. Yeah, it was good to see you, Rex. I've got stickers, and we got the handshake, and we got the hug, because I'm one of those hugger people. So, I don't mind, no judgment, but yeah, I'm someone who wants to, like, sort of bring it in, keep it real kind of thing. Paul's having hot flashes. See, I don't know, Coin, like that, like, I'm so hot all the time. So, well, it's funny, when we got in the house, I think it was Chad one night, he said to me, were you brought up in a barn? Because, like, I'd left the door open, try and cool down. Because everyone else in the house was a bit chilly, needed a blankie to keep them warm. Yeah, I just want this bit that's always hot. Even in the winter, I've got windows open, I can't, and it was so hot. To me, it was so hot in that house. Like, I kept going up. I think they thought I was being antisocial, but I was going up to my room because in my bedroom, where the bed was, there was a big window. I don't know, 4 feet. It would open up 4 feet high, and I would just open that and stand there, or lay on the bed with like this freezing breeze blowing in. Because it was hot, so hot in there. But yeah, I was walking around pretty much just in my little yoga pant things and... What can I say? There's a reason I'm in Canada. Even here during the winter, and it's like I'm walking around in shorts and a hoodie. Like, if you saw me that day, I think I was wearing green shorts and a hoodie on one day. Here, in the winter, that's what I go out in. I don't know why. I'm not bragging. I wish I could, like, regulate my body temperature, but I'm hot. I tend to just fucking cook. Right, I'll tell you what, I'll take a couple more shots, because I need to go and get something to eat, because it's 5:15, and I really, really need to rehydrate. So I'll take 3 more shots at this can. Starting now, so 3 shots from now, and then I'll let all you wonderful people go. So, Mrs. Hicks, Coin didn't ask you his score. Well, that's because Coin hates women. Oh, shit, sorry. You told me not to tell anyone that. Sorry, Coin. I've let the cat out of the bag. Yeah, sorry, Coin does hate women. I tell you, it's terrible because he even showed me he's got a flag and it's even got I hate, then WIMIN. Yeah, chucking. It, like, as I say, like when I met you, it was like you was just not no different than on the TV. And again, that's not like, I'm not saying, oh, you're no different, like not positive, negative things. It just like you were as I expected you to be. I lost track. Was that 1 or 2? Let's count that as 1. So this would be 2. So this one and 1 more, and then I'm going to go and rehydrate. 2. See, I've definitely got better. Go back to my videos for the last month, and I'll just be like 45 minutes of missing everything. So last one. Let's make sure I can finish it on a hit. I had to open my big fucking mouth, didn't I? Right. Love everyone. I'll say the word because, yeah, it's such a big fucking deal for me to go there. And it was just such a joy to meet everyone. But not telling anyone what to do. Let's see videos out there, lives. Tell us what your whole experience was like. Have a good one, everyone. I will see you on the next one.